What Remains of Edith Finch? A game. Requested by my daughters. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Oh, I got flowers. Busting my arm up pretty good.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Why are you so quiet,
start
girl?
at the beginning.
Is there a way to turn your... No?
With the house.
I zoom in.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Pretty. Let's take a sniff. Smells like microphone. Workers Island Gazette?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I'm gonna do what I do with my normal bills. Never saw ya.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Dang, I force pushed that door open.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Hey, there it is right there.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
We got a left path, we got a right path. I'm gonna stay up. Take the high ground.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Dodge. A deer. Wait, let me pet you. Fine, I didn't want to pet you anyway, jerk.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Careful, get those words out of there. I'm gonna bonk
But now I
my.
had
There we go.
questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Okay, we left an old truck here. A dragon?
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Hey, I got a baby belly. I got a baby belly. Got a baby in my belly. All these games have babies, but this one's in my belly.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
17 and pregnant? Pfft. No comment.
hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Let's just close that. I mean, if it's our house and, you know, no one's gonna live here for a while, we might as well just bust this window open. Ugh! No. Let's see if there's an entrance in the garage. Oh, I think I remember that swing. I'm a dog.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
But a dog. A dog with the butter.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
But a dog.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
This house is so much nicer than the Visage house. You're probably not going to talk.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
So I'm guessing we're Edith. Edie's the old matriarch. Dawn seems to be the passive mother. And then there's Lewis with that rad chin strap. Loving him some cake. Oh. Well, at least he had his cake. R.I.P., bro.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I would never be upset eating salmon. Canned salmon? Ugh. What a treat.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Nothing wrong with there. Get some orange chicken, maybe some lo mein. Of course, with an oven like this, I'd be cooking up all the time. Chicken and rice. That's how we do it. Dang, they weren't kidding.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
That's understandable.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
You left behind a box of marshmallows? Pink strawberry marshmallows? Foolish mistake. I like this archway, this library arch. It's pretty dope. Hello?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That's dark. Oh, dang. Let me ride this bad boy. Let's go. Oh, yeah, no power. Damn it.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Yeah, I've seen those. They're not fun. Luckily, this place doesn't let you open drawers like Visage did, because I would just be non-stop. Look at all the drawers in this house.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
You guys live in a houseboat? Hey, they went up the chimney. That's cool. Nice.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
This is a jam. Is that Bigfoot? That is Bigfoot. Those Beatles are dope. I love Beatles.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Calvin and Sam.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Like his body?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Nope.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
She sounds like a badass. Look at this cool finch. 2 finches.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin! The Allfather himself. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Barbara. Ooh.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
You can lock your stairs?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
You'd be friends with a ghost.
I spent a
Whoa.
lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
What a dope whale shark. I love this room. I wish I had a room like this.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Let's open her up.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Not bad. Little tea party. Stained glass. I love me some
Reading
stained
this,
glass.
maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Those ants are dead.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's cute. Is that poop? Just ancient poop?
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
That's cool.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
You can't do
I woke
that.
up and I was starving.
It's called
So I
CPS.
looked around for
Calling
something
CPS
to
right
eat.
now. Yeah, they're starving kids. Making her eat hamster
The
food.
gerbil food was dry,
Gerbil
but I
food.
didn't mind it.
My bad. You eat, there's the poop in there. You ate the poop carrot.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Yo, lady, I'm starving. You can't not feed kids.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
I bet the girls know how that feels. That's the worst. October, no, maybe like first week of November. Kids get real depressed when they finish up their Halloween candy. Fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Christopher, you're so cute. We couldn't eat you. Look at you. You little dummy goldfish. You can't remember. You're not gonna remember this. Is this a chair? It's a rocking horse. You rock. Horse. Open you. Gotta take a poo.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, dang, y'all ever eat toothpaste? Is there a turd in here you can eat? No, unfortunately.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh, those are poisonous. Oh no, don't eat those. Oh, you silly girl.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Hey, it's a burb. Come here, burb.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
I want to
I
play with
reached
you,
out for
burb.
her. And suddenly,
Oh!
I
She's
was a
an
cat.
animagus. Meow. Meow.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird
Meow.
was really scared.
Meow. Meow. Oh, I got that. I got that bird. You saw that. Meow.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Meow. 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 I'm the fastest cat in the world. Meow. Meow. Meow.
I jumped and I almost got her.
No, I'm mad. I'm a mad cat. Meow. Meow. Meow.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Meow.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
Well,
All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I don't think he counted on you becoming a cat, so I think that deal might be null and void. Ooh, I'm gonna get you, little burb. Very stealth.
I gobbled her up. Suddenly, I was an owl. First,
Who was?
all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Little teefuses. Is it rats or rabbits? I forget. Both are good. I mean, rodents. Both rodents. Oh. Oh, I hear you chewing. Where you at?
Rabbits.
Wabbits. It's wabbit season. Wabbit. Dance. Got you, bro.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
You don't have teeth. You're a bird.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Just get a cat. Maybe a small dog.
A mama rabbit.
Come here, big mama. Gotcha.
She was almost too big to carry. I
Oh,
started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
well, that makes sense. Oh! Watch out for sharks in the forest, guys. They see me rolling. They hating. They got black eyes like a doll's eyes. Oh!
I rolled
Jesus.
off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Come here, little seal. Little seal team.
I wanted
6.
fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
There you are.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a tentacle.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Come here, bird.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I would love to be a big monster on a
I
ship.
wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor, what do you do with a drunken sailor in the morning? Yeah, your bird wants to be eaten too. Oh, got myself in a corner here. There we go.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Probably poopy. Sicko. Wait. There we go. I was like, hold up.
I got closer and closer.
Hey, it's Molly's room.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Spooky. So, was she eaten by a monster?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
It had to be the mistletoe, I'm guessing, because pretty sure it's kind of poisonous. Hey, bird. Oh, you're pregnant, lady. You shouldn't be doing this out here. What happens if I fall?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Those bird cages. It's pretty cool. Oh, dang, they're all bird memorials. Dang, she had a lot of dead birds. And a snake named Bob. And Burpee.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. Aw. Hey, it's a little, Seven Dwarfs looking guy. 1937. Dang.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Good on you, Edie.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
What's wrong with Mole Man?
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Yeah, there's Odin. The Allfather. Got pills.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
So girls are junior too? If they're named after somebody? Sounds a little sexist. Oh, I love those things.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
I guess it explains the Odin name.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg. That's a dope name.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
By the way, Lily, your new name is Ingeborg, if you're watching. So, look forward to that.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Yikes.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So that's how
Whatever's
Odin
wrong
died.
with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ingeborg. Ingeborg.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Age is a feeling, not a number. Oh, look at this. Dang, this is a pink bathroom, y'all.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Man, that'd suck. You get a little pee-pee on the floor, it soaks in there. Sheesh. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That's cool. Doing a lot of climbing for a pregnant chick, just letting you know.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Cameras are pretty cool. It's a good hobby. Someone's drinking down here. Give you a little push. Marine Corps. So Sam was a soldier and Calvin was a space nut.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
To command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
History sucks.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, I'm a master at swings. Oh, I gotta use both my feet.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At
Oh, I got it
Barbara's
all messed
funeral,
up.
we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Thanks, Ingeborg. No, that's not Ingeborg.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
That'd be a way to go.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Why would you guys want to flip on a... You kids are wild.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Grandpa Sam. Hey, a little caterpillar. house is weird, yo.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Shortcut. Whoa.
Growing up,
Barbara.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Barb Street. That's
I
dope.
never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
'44 to '60, so she must have been 16 when she died. Dang. What the heck has happened out there?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Uh-oh.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Don't do it, Barb. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Can we go in the basement?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Who's gonna try and mess with me? You end up getting crushed. Crush your face. Hmm? Who wants some? You? You? Who? What the freak is that?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamel, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What is this guy making? Get out of here. Is there a log in here?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Boo!
Rick?
Barb, relax.
Mess around,
I was
find
just trying
out.
to scare you to help you find your scream.
You mess
I'm
around,
not
you
scared,
find out.
I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
Slam.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Late.
Hours later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Yeah, you've seen how she handles this crutch. Yeah, get your crutch. Stupid egg chair. Who's gonna try and mess with me with this crutch? Only a fool. Who gives apples for Halloween? You're gonna get egged. Take that. Walter, where you at?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Get out of here. Snicked.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Take that. Go on, Barbara.
She played her part beautifully.
He's just knocking. What a nice killer. Excuse me, could you perhaps open the door? This is Molly's room.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Bust you.
He wasn't moving.
Yeah, don't mess with Barbara.
The story
Don't mess with Barbara.
over yet.
Let's go finish the job. Make him need crutches permanently. Taking off one of his legs. Don't mess with Barbara.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I'm not afraid, I got this crutch. Mess with anything. Take down anyone. You stupid jack-o'-lantern.
The door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
I mean, they're obviously...
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard.
Sucks to
But
be Walter.
that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Nice. Dude, he's killing it. He's killing it. He knows it. Ah, there's an ear on the back. They got jokes.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So I think the next move is going to be to go downstairs in the basement. So I would say let's take a break here, and I'll try and do that next time. See where I can get into the basement. You big creepy monster, look at you. So girls, if you're watching, I love you. If you're not my girls, I still love you. So until next time.